everybody, and welcome to episode 15. Okay, that's all my energy gone.
15 of Stuff of the Week, in which we don't actually discuss anything that might have actually happened in this week. But instead we
You're finally confessing to that.
Hold on, let me get rid of this Windows update. I decided to start as soon as I click the call button. Stupid Windows and your stupid updates. I don't want to update my computer. I like it the way it is. It's pretty, and...
You sound like you have my mom's computer.
Really? Because to me, you sound like you're actually completely normal in every way.
No, as in, every time my mom tries to call me over Skype, every time she calls, the Windows update thing pops up and crashes her computer.
Those things really pop up at the worst time. Or the worst is when you're playing a game and stupid Skype beeping, and it decides to not actually show you while you're playing the game, and then just suddenly it just turns off.
Ew.
That's the worst. Worst thing ever.
It's also funny because I told my mom, can't you try waiting for the update to pop up first, take care of it, and then call me? And she's like, okay, I'll try that. So she apparently sat there for an hour waiting for the thing to pop up. It never popped up, and then she called me, and as soon as she called me, it popped up.
I think it's because Skype is owned by Microsoft now. That's
all Microsoft's fault.
Damn it, Microsoft. We're
gonna have assassins pointing sniper rifles at our heads in like 2 seconds.
It's okay. It's fine. Because we can also yell at Apple and say that Apple sucks, and then they can fight each other.
Oh. I'm really slow.
Yeah?
Apparently clicking or pressing the right arrow key while you're on someone's deviation takes you to the next one in their gallery.
Wait, what?
But not if left arrow key doesn't work, apparently.
Left, so you can't go backwards.
Which is annoying, because now I'm trying to go back.
But you can... Okay, so let me... Oh, man. Oh, this is so much faster. I'm just going to keep pressing the button the whole time.
It does weird things to your back button in your browser.
I don't use the back button in my browser. I don't ever go back. I'm always going forward, because I am a forward-pushing person.
Are you a Time Lord?
I am a Time Lord. Except Time Lords can go backwards, because they're Time Lords.
Yes.
We should probably introduce ourselves.
We should?
When I say introduce ourselves, I mean you should introduce ourselves.
But I'm under witness protection.
Well, too bad. I don't care for your protection or your witness.
Hi, he's Hawkysu. He's the purple, blue, red one. He's the rainbow one.
I am the rainbow one, and that is jazelock. Jazelock. See, we could have made that... I can't believe I did not think of that until after last episode, our jazzy episode. That was so sad. It was like, almost as soon as we were done recording, I'm like, oh my god, jazelock. That's such a great... Oh my goodness. But then, yeah. Anyway, she's the blue one. And she also has lots of other names, but they're too numerous for me to remember.
They're too numerous for me to remember, so you are forgiven.
They're just too numerous to be remembered at all.
They are too numerous to be in the mind of one human.
Exactly.
Not that I'm human, you understand, but yeah.
Of course not.
MOUSEPADS! Buy them! That's my contribution.
Thank you for your contribution. Alex Strauza.
I'm imagining, just because I'm obviously so influential, like, our viewers/listeners just immediately dropping everything, running out, and just buying these cheap MOUSEPADS.
Oh my god, I can just totally see that. Just some kid, because everyone knows that the only people who listen to us are little kids, about, 12 years old, who's here staring intently at his screen, is like, oh my god, I have to go get a mouse pad now. I've never used one before, because really, who uses mouse pads? But I have to go get a mouse pad now. I must quest for one. Take me to Staples. And then he goes on an epic adventure.
Alternatively, panicked people imagining there to be a mousepad shortage stocking up on them.
Oh, yes. And in fact, actually, there is going to be a mousepad shortage. Mousepads are going to stop being created in 2013. They passed a new law that you're no longer allowed to... Where did my water go? You're no longer allowed to use mousepads. So you should stock up right now.
Especially from Alex Straza.
Yes, especially from Alex Straza, which is kind of the whole point of what we're trying to get to. He is...
Don't expect coherency from me. I'm sick.
Yeah.
We'll get to that
Alex
later.
Straza is... He's basically, this is the last call for pre-orders. If you're going to BronyCon, you can buy some more there. But he's... If you want to pre-order, which I think makes it cheaper, and you get it earlier, you can have it shipped to you, you should go do that, because the money has to be in by June 9th, which is 6 days from now, and probably 5 days from when you hear this, or less. That was really hard math to do, subtracting 1 from 6.
Yes. Pre-ordered the beep out of him.
Exactly. And you can specially request one if you pre-order, but it costs a little bit more. But it's worth it.
You
Because
can get
everyone
a
wants a
vinyl
Rose-like
scratch one.
Or a rose-like one if you're, cooler than people who don't get rose-like mouse pads.
Or especially a scratchy-watchy one.
Or, order a rose-like one. Just saying. Just saying. Anyways, so... Moving right along... jazelock, Rene, scheisse, whatever your name is.
Cthulhu.
Please, show me the ways of the Force. Because Cthulhu is totally a Jedi.
Yes, I think you have your franchises mixed up.
Nope, I'm going to go draw Cthulhu as a Jedi now.
God help us. Yes, my young grasshopper.
Okay, so, your life, how's it been? And I know exactly what you're going to say, but the other people don't, so...
No, you don't. I have so many ways in which I could say, stuff I'm going to say.
Oh, really?
I have so
Such
many
as?
ways with which to convey the news that you know.
Yes.
That. What was I going to say, Dan?
You're sick. Let's go with that.
My life has been filled with misery and pain.
And death.
And death. I'm dying, guys.
Yeah.
Send your
It's
condolences.
quite sad. She's not even leaving me any of her stuff. What a jerk.
I could just hear the word even when you weren't saying it.
I know. I'm like, oh man, this is a family-friendly show. Cough. Ugh.
Yeah.
I can't say the
got
word
food
on-
poisoned.
Yeah.
I can't even
And-
eat anything without being
Was it a
viciously
taco
attacked.
place?
Was it what?
Was it a taco place?
You're gonna laugh at what it was.
It was a taco place.
It was not. I like tacos.
I like tacos too, but they always, have food poisoning. It's just a rule of the universe. Go
I-
to a taco place, get food
See,
poisoning.
I get food poisoning a lot usually, but never really badly. It's just like, oh, okay, 1 hour in the bathroom. Too much information, too much information.
Doing what? Exactly.
Doing my makeup, obviously. Because I wear makeup.
Uh,
No, it's like, it's not much of a big deal.
yeah?
This time was like, 2 days and counting fever and upset stomach and headache, and I just don't want to live at this point.
Which is really unfortunate because I need her to, record and edit the video.
Yeah.
And, also
I-
because she might possibly be my friend, I might care a little bit. Tiny bit.
Oh.
But really more likely it's because I need her to edit stuff.
I kind of died already, and he dragged me back to do all this.
I used a wake
Stuff.
stone.
It was
Which-
gross.
Ugh.
You did
That's
unspeakable things to me with it.
So where exactly did you get the food poisoning again?
Oh, I didn't tell you, because you're gonna
Nope.
laugh.
Yes. That's okay. I'm gonna laugh anyways. I mean, you could say anything and I'll laugh.
I swear to God, you can eat anything here and be possibly food poisoned by it. You can eat a lollipop here and be food poisoned. I ate kiwis.
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 Kiwis has in the green fruit.
Not the... are they extinct? They're a bird. I don't remember if they're extinct.
Oh my god, they are oh my god, they're so adorable. I'm just gonna copy paste this image to you.
The first time I saw a kiwi was an animation in which one committed suicide. So I have mixed feelings about. It was very adorable, and I actually like the animation because it's kind of weirdly philosophical and stuff. But I take it that's not extinction.
I think I might have just found the animation. Was it 3 minutes and 10 seconds?
I don't know. It was made by the same guy who made the pony animation that people in that mutual chat we're in are terrified of.
That's a lot of them. Oh, you're talking about the specific one to that thing that we never reference ever, because to say it out loud is to bring a great, terrible pain upon you.
It tastes like candy.
God, that's just awful. I don't think I could actually eat horse meat, which is interesting, because I have no problem with eating cows.
I can't eat horse meat either.
But something about horses, it's just like,
also, supposedly horse meat is not that good tasting.
No. It's also like, supposed to be really stringy, because they're really muscular animals.
Right. Cows are fat.
That's right, and they're so delicious looking. Oh my god, you just want to go to a field and you want to be like, I want to eat your flank now. And the cow's like, okay, eat me
what?
Up.
Do I have to censor that? Kitties, you heard nothing. Don't ask your parents what that meant.
Yeah, I might have been reading a few too many things recently.
I'll ask you privately later.
Yes. So,
how is your life been?
Oh god, where do I start? You know where I start? I start with, I'm out of books. This is where I start. I am, actually out of books to read. I have read everything that is on my shelf except for the Bible and a book by Hemingway. So...
read those!
I will, actually, eventually. But instead, what I found was a book that was not on my shelf. See loophole. Called Survive. And it's about surviving. And I'm going to see if I can find the cover for a quick Google search, but I probably can't.
I could recommend you so many books to read.
Could you?
I could.
Well,
it's just you'd have
you
to
probably
get them
should
all.
do that. Which is the issue. I don't have any more money to buy books with. I'm broke.
Aww.
Completely. There's actually lots of different Survive series. The one I have is British. It's written by Jack Dillon. And the people in here are idiots. Oh my god. I actually feel stupid by reading this.
Stop it.
It is a little...
You should read the Zombie Survival Guide instead, which you've probably read already.
I have.
Yes, you have, yes.
It is a young kids book. When I say young kids, I mean one of those 4th, 5th grade reading levels, my guess. Maybe a little bit younger than that. I actually don't know. Never understood what the reading levels were, because I was like, I'll just read it if a book is interesting. But, it doesn't change the fact that his characters are idiots. The main character, first of all, the book basically begins with all the characters talking about earthquakes in general. The second chapter, 2 of the kids, the main characters, the mainest of the main characters, go up a mountain to watch the sunrise, and suddenly the ground starts shaking. They're like, what is this? I do not understand. What is going on? Even though they just discussed what an earthquake was literally the night before. And the whole
I'm
time,
imagining if this book were ever made into a game or a movie that the voice acting would be just like that.
I
What
hope that
is
if it
this?
was,
I
it would
don't
make me do voice
understand.
acting. In fact, I could do the voices so well if I can reach over and get the book to where I tossed it from where I tossed it to. I'm so
To
good at
where you
prepositions.
you tossed it.
Shut up. Um, oh man, and see, look, I opened to a page in which there's absolutely no dialogue, but it's just
This is why I can't read young adult books these days.
well, the thing is, it's not a young adult's book,
Well,
and that
like
might be the reason why.
young books.
But yeah,
Also young
exactly.
adult books, because, like, Twilight.
But the thing is, like, you read like Animorphs, which is I'm guessing that this is maybe a slightly younger than that age group, but it's about the same. And at least the characters in there have personality and are slightly intelligent.
But their dialogue isn't much better.
No, their dialogue
If
is
you
awful.
go back and read Animorphs, you will discover that their dialogue is
I don't
nowhere
read it
near
for
as
that.
exciting as you remember it being as a kid.
I read it for people turning into animals and for Axe.
Yes.
Because Axe is just,
Amazing.
oh my god. I love him so much. All
Axe
my
may
love.
have the best dialogue in the series, which is just kind of...
It's saying, that's saying something. Ugh. But yeah, that is how you do a series up until whenever Rachel died. The last book.
I'm not even sure that was the last book. But
It's the last book in my mind.
yeah,
Just like
ditto.
Supernatural ends with season 5. Everything else is just
But
bonus
but
material.
Leviathan Castiel.
Bonus material doesn't actually happen. Just bonus what if. That's what it is.
Misha Collins is amazing.
I love Misha Collins, but I don't need
That was
to
my fangirl
have her
squeak.
ruin the series. You can fangirl louder than that. I have faith in you.
Not without causing several sirens to start sounding.
Yeah, maybe you shouldn't. So yeah. There is a reason why I have not read much recently, and it's because I'm out of books, and the books I do have are either too intense for me to get into, or really lousy written fourth grade survival book.
Conclusion, send books to him, guys.
Please, actually, please do.
Like,
Like-
stop sending me your $1 million donations for me to go back to America and start sending him books.
Yes, yes, I approve of this plan so much. In fact, message me, get my P.O. box, and send me books.
I'm gonna listen to this later and realize what I just said and cry, but yeah.
It's okay. You'll be too sad to cry. No, wait, too sick to cry. Maybe I should move on to Dragon's Dogma, because it's more exciting, and it is honestly.
Console gaming. I've never done it. Well,
I
I've never
wouldn't
done
say
it except for like Brawl.
yeah, which it counts, but it doesn't count till you've played on a real console. I'm not an Xbox or PlayStation fanboy though. No, of course not. What are you saying? It is both the best game I've played and at the same time the worst game I've ever played.
Schrödinger's game.
Yes, exactly. Oh, Schrödinger is going to be featured a lot this episode. Spoiler alert. It's basically take every good idea from every RPG in the last 4 or 5 years and Devil May Cry. And that's what Dragon's Dogma is. It is fantastic because it's in my mind. I basically compare it immediately to Dragon Age, except it's not annoying micromanagement all the time.
Hey,
Dragon Age was too much micromanaging for
I
me.
like the micromanaging.
I know you do, but I really don't. If I wanted to micromanage stuff, I'd major in business.
And micromanage your face.
I'll micromanage your. No, I'm not gonna bother continuing that. So it's a great game. It's actually it's both very simplistic and at the same time not at all. You
What is
there's
this, Samwo?
it is. It's basically it's every opposite combined together to become whatever it is. Like seriously, just take opposites of everything and that's what it is. Um there's customization out the wazoo. Like honestly, I think you who likes to customize could spend hours customizing your characters. And customization actually makes a difference. How your character looks, its gender, and the build of your character really makes a difference for stuff you
Ooh,
can do.
that's. Have I
Yeah.
even heard of a game that's done that before?
Actually, yeah, there's been a couple. Just none so incredibly detailed like this one has.
Well, I am safe from wasting all of my money and time on this for now, given my lack of console.
Yeah, that's okay, because you'll come to America sometime, and then I'll let you play. But you can't delete my save file, which is its biggest drawback in my
In
opinion.
my time
Save
in
file.
America, I've never been even in your house, let alone seen your console.
That's because super secret. You have to cover your ears for this one, but our audience gets to hear. Okay, your ears are covered? Yes. I don't have a house. Okay, you can uncover your ears now.
What was that, Sonny?
um, so yeah, I've basically been playing as a Strider and Magic Archer, which you know me and my Arcane Archers. I love them so much.
Oh, you.
And so far, I pretty much suck at the game. I'm horrible. I die like if I venture honestly more than I'm going to say a mile, but really it's way less than that away from the road. I'm dead. I'm so bad at this game.
Okay, I
But
have to ask.
yes,
Grinding.
kinda not really. You can grind. It is a thing that you can do, but it's not. It's just I'm not a grinder person in the first place. I find it too boring.
Yeah.
And if you keep fighting the same enemies, first of all, you never get anywhere. And it doesn't really level up you that quickly. I think you actually get leveled up more for going out and fighting new things more often than you do for just fighting the same few goblins all the time.
I see.
But you level up really quickly. Except there's two different types of level up. You have your like regular level, which just increases health and stamina, and then you probably some other things like strength, but you don't ever get to see those scores. And then you have your level up, which changes what moves you can do. And as you increase your vocation level, you can do all sorts of different moves. Like, has an Arcane Archer, I've gone from being able to just stab things or shoot them with regular magic arrow to being able to like shoot 10 enemies at once and create a burst of flame with my knives. It's really fun.
What's the bad part?
The bad part is, first of all, there's no real fast travel, and when you do die, you have to basically go all the way back to wherever you last, not even where you last saved, where you last made like a significant change, such as changing your party or stopping at a way shrine. It's hard to explain without actually like showing the game.
I think I can imagine.
And their voice acting and stuff like that is really bad, mainly because their people don't really line up with their dialogue. Like, there's this one trainer at the very beginning who's just kind of showing you the basics of the game, and his one line, he actually mouths the words, you wait like 20 seconds, and then he actually begins his sentence. It's it's awful. At the same time, it doesn't really bother me because the game's so much fun. I don't care if the dialogue's messed up. I just want to stab things a lot with my knives.
There's multiplayer too.
Yeah, but multiplayer is not really... It's weird multiplayer. You can create a main pawn, which is basically your secondary person. It's like creating two characters, except you only get to control one, really. And then that pawn can go back and forth between worlds. So it's not true multiplayer, as in you'll be playing with people at the same time.
It amuses me so much when games in their original Japanese are Well, like this one. Its
Uh,
Japanese name is Dragonzu Dogma.
I know. Which I'm probably I'm just gonna start calling it that. Dragon's Dogma. I can't even do it.
Dogma.
Dragon's Dogma. It's a fun game. It's, in my opinion, it's worth the price, which is currently 60 plus tax or so.
Beep.
But if you're not a huge RPG person, or if I haven't done a good enough job of selling it, I'd say, I guess, wait until it becomes a little bit cheaper.
I'm
Either
not
way,
sure I want to pay $60 plus tax just for
it's a game worth owning.
fun customization. Because
There's more than fun
I have a
customization.
suspicion.
You like customization.
well, there have
I
been a
personally
ton
hate
of
it.
games where I played them, made my
Yeah?
character, spent hours curating my character, did like one quest, and then gave up. Because creating the character was like the most fun I got out of the game.
Wow. See, that's the thing. Creating the character for me, basically all I do is just choose something I kind of like, and then just go like, that's good. Stay default.
I have to see every single option.
Oh god, you would actually never start playing. You would literally spend your entire time until your death trying to customize your characters.
Okay, that's worth $60.
Yeah, so it's a fun game. It gets somewhere between an 8 and a 9 for me for, not being perfect, but for actually being unique for once. And though the storyline is basically Dragonheart, I never actually saw Dragonheart in its entirety, so it's a brand new story to me.
So, if I just vanish for the next 50 years or so, and then you get
I'll
a
assume
call
you
in,
cus-
and then you get a call in 50 years saying, "Sky, why did you not tell me?" Yeah, that's what I've been doing.
Okay. I'll be expecting you. Oh man. Well, I've basically spent the past 15 minutes talking about Dragon's Dogma.
Oh, you fanboy.
It's the thing is, honestly, like I'm not doing a good job for selling it. And maybe that's just because I'm not far enough in to really know its true extent. But there's something about this game that I love so much, and I don't know what it is, besides it's just so much fun, and I can't explain this. You just have to play it. So, go play it. Illegally download it if you have to.
That's
But
kind
if
of
you do
difficult
that-
given that it's not ported to the PC.
Yet.
Linux.
There's always a yet. There's never not a yet. Yes, that's yes. Shall we move on? Episode announcement for next week, I guess. We already should handle that. Next week is next week is that cat dude's episode. I can't say his name for some reason.
I don't even know.
Schrödinger.
I pronounce it different every time I say it.
That cat dude's episode, because I'm going back to New Orleans for registration for classes and stuff like that.
Wait, you have to do that in person?
No, I don't have to do that in person, but it's orientation also. It's orientation
So
and registration.
early?
That's the same question everyone asks. Yes, it's very early. It's actually, there were 2 sessions already. I'm going to the 3rd one, and there's all the way until July. And it's because we have to do that before we can really decide which dorm we want to stay in, because we'll be staying at the dorms there and meeting potential roommates, the bro of my dreams, for instance. And it's also because I'm not going to be participating in it because I'm going to be at Everfree, but they do special welcome to New Orleans thing that's voluntary the week before school starts, in which you get to do all sorts of things like go down on the bayou and see crocodiles and gators, which I still don't really know the differences between
Try
them.
not
But
to be drunk when you do that.
yeah, actually really don't fall in. And there's a food one. I'm sure there's one that takes everyone to the bar. I would be surprised if there wasn't. I mean, this is New Orleans we're talking about. So yeah, I may be back on Saturday, or I may not be. And there's 3 potential outcomes here. So it's not exactly cat dude's cat. It's like cat dude's cat. Option 1, it doesn't happen.
Oh.
Option 2, I come back and it happens with this beautiful voice. option 3 is super secret option 3, and you don't get to find that out until next week when we decide what happens. Yeah, that's right.
But I know.
She knows.
Because I am...
Which she better know. Otherwise, that's going to be confusing. So, yeah.
It's where I hire a chipmunk.
Yes, she actually hires a chipmunk, a trained chipmunk, to squeak in my place. If only I could do actual chipmunk noise, but I can't.
I don't know what chipmunks sound like. So.
They sound like chipmunks. Shall we move on to that real episode announcement? And when I say real episode announcements, I mean, the thing the thing. I don't even know what to say about it.
Oh, the silly pony thing?
Yes.
That's mostly me, because I was the one who did that.
I know, but you think that after I go back and watch every single one of our episodes, do you think that after watching it 14 episodes, I would have noticed at some point?
I claim, whatever. I blame the music. It's too distracting.
That's exactly it. But,
okay. Cue brief portion of the intro. Did you see it?
Did you catch it? Let's assume that they didn't catch it, because if they didn't, they're going to be in mystery forever, and they're just going to keep watching again and again and again.
So cue it again, this time with a big red circle over the thing you're supposed to be watching.
You can do that? Okay, that's cool.
Yes. Cue it. I hope you saw it that time.
Yeah, if you didn't, we're not even going to tell you. Because you're just dumb, or you're blind. In which case, if you're blind, we apologize sincerely and get one of your friends to tell you.
Yes. But, yeah, thank you to... Oh, I totally know the name of that guy who...
Want me to say it?
Fetch 26291. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for noticing that after so long. I just say that we leave it, though. It's too much effort to change.
I don't actually know how much effort it is to change.
It's too much effort to change. Shh. Yeah. So, since we're already,
It's not, actually.
3 minutes into the episode, want to skip weather since it never changes in where I am, California? And just...
Doesn't really change here either. Okay, bye-bye, weather. Weather doesn't exist.
Yeah, let's just move on to the music, which is this excellent piece brought to you by that guy who's going to play that song. Or girl.
Yes. Okay.
Yes. That was an excellent piece.
Yes. Sarubia.
Sarubia, which I keep in my head pronouncing Suburbia. Sarubia. Oh my goodness.
You handle this because I'm falling asleep.
Okay. I'm just going to start with my own personal favorite because, well, that's what we do every time. And
It's not.
it's, well, sometimes you start with your personal favorite, and sometimes we don't. But you know what? It's what we do a majority of the time. Sometimes. And that would be, oh man, I've been waiting to say this the whole episode.
Oh, God.
It is A Rose of Romance. Or, if you will, a rosemance.
But
Yeah. And I can now hear your collective groan radiating back from the future. But come on, that was... You know why I've been waiting the whole episode to say that. Anyways, of course, the reasons it's my favorite are simple, because it's a rose. I don't need another reason. It's a rose. I mean, come on. You guys know I like all things related to roses.
I would
Except garden.
criticize
I
the
hate
photo,
garden.
but I'm too tired.
Ha! Man, I like
Photograph's
you being
blurry.
sick. I get to have real, proper opinions without your opinion.
The photograph's
right.
blurry.
Your face is blurry.
I know.
And I guess any other favorites I would have would be the cat. It's hunting. No, don't click away onto some shit I don't know about. Whoops, sorry there. Some stuff that got bleeped. It's this hunting picture because it's a kitty cat and I love cats so much. Oh my god, I'm such a big cat person. And it is a house cat. I know the difference. So stop emailing me.
Have they really?
No.
Okay.
People don't even know if I have an email. I don't. I don't even know what an internet is.
Yeah, he's using telepathy right now.
Yeah. It's quite useful though. I know exactly what you're thinking all the time. So yeah, those two would definitely be my favorites. The rose because it's a rose. I don't need another reason. And then the cat because I love its eye. There's whole cat eyes.
Kitty.
Just something about the eyes of cats appeals to me in an appealing way.
There is a reason there are jewels called cat's eye and tiger's eye.
Oh, that makes sense. I don't know why I never even made that connection before. All I'm getting is this movie from 1985 called Cat's Eye. It's about a stray cat linking through an element. It's a cat.
Add stone after it.
It's Stephen King, so it's probably terrifying. Speaking of which, have you ever read Pet Sematary? Oh my god.
Nope,
Ugh.
but I know about it.
Just the thought of it. Like, I'm not going to read it simply because it terrifies me. Oh. I know, it does look like a cat's eye. Stephen King is great. It's just, that terrifies me. I don't like it when my pets come back from the grave.
I like tiger's eye.
Maybe we'll look at tiger's eye now.
I'm pretty sure I do have a tiger's eye somewhere. But
while I am looking at this, what is your favorite?
playing in water.
Playing in water. And why is it your favorite?
I don't know. You would think I would hate this because it's a beach and I hate beaches.
Join the club.
Thank you.
But
it's pretty and it's mostly water, so that's my excuse. And people are drenched and having fun, and I apparently like photos of drenched people, as evidenced by my Facebook photo that no one will ever see.
Oh man, you remember that my one from like 2 years ago of me in the fountain being sexy? That's
No,
right.
actually I don't.
Oh, good, because that could have been embarrassing if it got tossed up randomly. Which
I
it
don't
won't,
actually remember anymore, but my Facebook photo of me being squirted by a water gun
that one. Oh,
may actually feature water from this lovely pony's water gun. I don't actually remember who was squirting me at the time. It may be all his fault.
I would never do such a thing. Yeah, I would. What am I saying? Of course I would. Yeah, so I can't find that photo, but I'm going to say, yeah, that's a great one.
Do you need a link?
Yeah, I need a link. I always need a link.
Why do I have to do everything?
Because you're...
I'm so
That would come out wrongly if I said it like that. Oh, yeah, that person actually kind of looks like you. With the one...
Really? Because I think she looks like someone in my English class.
Well, you know...
Oh, she does
wait,
kind of
we're
look
talking
like
about
me.
English.
I'm not even sure that's not me anymore. Maybe I have this 2-year period in my life that I don't remember. Maybe
You're
I'm actually
25.
2 years older than the age I am. What?
Which is 25? Yeah, 25.
Just because I'm so old.
Yes. Ugh. Yeah, that is, man. See, that's how beaches are supposed to be. They're supposed to be fun, not just sandy and annoying.
Thank you for understanding my disgust of beaches.
Oh, I completely understand. It's really funny though. I love sailing. Like I love being out on
I
the ocean.
know, water is great. Ocean is great.
I hate the
Sand is
beach.
disgusting.
Exactly. It's sand, and the fact
And
that
you haven't even been on Taiwan beaches where there are dead fish everywhere.
no, but I've been down in disgusting beaches before.
Okay.
There's disgusting beaches all over the place.
Dead fish are creepy.
Yeah, they are. Um, that's now all I can think about are just dead fish, just kind of all over the place. Buckets of dead fish.
Let's move on to something nicer.
Let's move on to person two.
Okay, I can maneuver this trackpad. Henkco!
Henkco,
Ow. Don't mind me.
Kinkos, Chinko, Cinco. I'm running out of things that end in O.
Uno, dos, tres.
Cuatro, cinco, seis, siete, ocho, nueve, diez. Once, doce, trece. That's all the Spanish I know.
Show
I don't
off.
know 14. It's okay. I can only count in Spanish. I can't do anything else.
You know 3 more numbers than I do.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Well, which of these beautiful, beautiful, beautiful things is your favorites?
Yes, I have 2.
Which ones?
Guess.
Oh, guess, not yes. I'm gonna go with the Discord.
You are correct, sir.
Yes. Oh yeah. Booyah.
He actually looks kind of demonic in that.
Yeah, he really does. The glowy.
Yeah.
Oh man.
Actually,
That's-
it would be even worse if the eyes were glowfied, but...
Yeah, I'm actually thankful that they're not because I would not sleep. And then,
John Delancey's also?
oh my god, I love him so much. It's funny, I actually never really watched Star Trek,
I did not either.
but I kind of want to go back and watch it just because I want to see MSQ.
Just go on YouTube and search for Q scenes.
Well, but I want to have the entire episode to give me context.
Yeah, okay.
I like context.
You people
It's
who actually
contextual.
watch things instead of just reading
Yeah.
synopsises.
Well, that's because when I read synopses, I forget them. Like, my
Oh,
sisters
yeah.
always get mad at me because I read the backs. Like, when you have DVDs, you know how it comes with a lot of, like, synopses of every episode.
Oh,
Usually-
those. I never have
Yeah.
problems with those because
See-
most of my DVDs have Chinese synopsises.
Well, that makes things easier.
Yes.
But see, I read through those things because it doesn't ruin the episode for me. It just says, this episode, here's what happens. But it's funny, I'm not detail-oriented. I hate doing details, but when it comes to reading something or watching something, I love the details because that's what makes it different.
There is an adorable cat advertisement staring at me right now.
Really, I'm only getting a credit card advertisement.
Oh goodness, I just leaned
We've
in close
discussed
and it's...
making credit cards.
I just leaned in closer and it's very non-adorable close up.
I'm guessing that your other favorite, by the way, is the Fluttershy Vector.
Nope. Go,
Yes.
drop and give me 20.
Okay, I'll do that later. You guys don't want me, to groan for 20 minutes.
I can't actually... What is she doing in that?
She's leaning.
I've seen that pose in the show before, but I can't for the life of me remember what she's doing.
She's
I claim
yelling
sickness.
angrily. Yes, exactly it.
Oh,
So which-
you know what it is? It's when she's leaning into the dragon's eye and...
Yes!
Got it.
Yes! Yes! Remember, because of the Friendship is it Friendship is Magnets that has that?
Now,
When
what
also-
do you have to say for yourself?
God, Fluttershy is the scariest pony.
It's
She's
okay.
terrible.
You're not a bad dragon. You just made a bad dragon.
Oh, man. And your other favorite, by the way, besides Discord?
Luna.
Luna.
She's
Really?
so shiny and pretty.
Really?
I like Luna.
I didn't expect that, to be honest. I was thinking it would be a shy. I don't know why, I just did. Well, That is actually a very nice Luna.
She's all pretty, and she's even redone, and I don't know what the original looked like, but
The original, because I've basically been following this guy since, well, honestly, when he uploaded all the way up to Applejack, which was literally 2-3 days ago as of recording. It was exactly the same thing, except less glowy.
Glowy's
So, yes.
pretty.
Yes.
I'm starting to...
I can tell. So I'm just gonna, say mine real quickly, and then we can wrap that up. Mine would be, I also have two, and I think I'm going to blow you away with the two that they are, because I can almost guarantee that you did not guess these two. But it would be the Neon Rarity and Celestia.
I knew that would be one of them.
Yeah, I love Celestia so much. And she's so pretty.
She looks like she could be a bar sign, actually. I'm sorry.
Oh my god. Yes! I want to have Celestial Bar.
What would it be called? The Sunrise Tavern? I don't know.
The Sunrise Tavern, yes. It's open till 4 a.m. or later. Yes, this is... Now I know if I ever open up a bar, which I will at some point in my life.
Can I be the bartender?
Sure.
Can it be non-smoking?
Yeah, actually. Or I can just boot smoking to the outside.
Cool.
Because smoking doesn't bother me, but let's face it, it's a disgusting habit.
It is.
And you should be ashamed.
And it gives people lung cancer.
Speaking of smoking, our sponsor for the week are Camel cigarettes.
What?
Sponsor.
What? I do not support this.
Hey, they gave us money, okay?
What?
So yes, if you want to get lung cancel, lung cancel, why not get it with Camel?
I'm pretty sure that's slightly worse than lung cancer. And now you don't have lungs anymore.
That was great. So, good night, everyone.
Good night. I'm falling asleep.